Hello, my name is Gabrielle Garcia, and I will be showing you my final capstone project. So this front cover is my cover page of my professional portfolio, and you can find my capstone project under more. And this is the very last thing, instructional design capstone project. My header goes in what my topic will be about is truck safety training. I try to match the pictures to what the topics are, which is like loading and maintaining the safety of the truck. So if you scroll down, I have my instructional design project identification, which is where I planned out what my topic was going to be and the goals. I think this really helped me set up what my project was and reflect about having the end in mind and what the overall outcome was going to be. So I really think that was the most helpful as a capstone project. That was the hardest thing of trying to plan. So I really appreciated having an identification plan. Moving into the outline, which is a more detailed aspect of the identification document, where I break down exactly who is it for, how long do I plan for it to be, and the purpose, which is for safety of the truck, safety measures, loading, unloading the truck, and what goals the trainees should be able to be accomplished and have knowledge about afterwards, and having my project milestones and what their final outcome would be, which I had maintaining their vehicles, checking oil levels, evaluating bolts in the truck, applying the straps, and checking their brakes. So, leaning into how I presented the risk and escalation to the company, I have the objectives and milestones I listed above, and then the strengths that the training would have for the company, like cost effectiveness, accessibility, and the convenience that it's from in-house where their own staff is training the actual truck drivers, and then the weaknesses, which is like it's not for any future truck purchases, or that there's not a set analysis yet, but that would be after the fact that it would be started. Any opportunities the project brings, and any threats, like if somebody's not following it correctly. And the opportunities will be like if it does work, it will reduce accidents, it will help lessen like any fines, going against dock compliance, and things like that. I think this helped as well because it's broke down the project even more and really emphasized the why the project was important and why I was doing it. So that was a great reason that I liked about doing that. And then having the outline of breaking the goals, because like I said, in identification I just listed them, and then in the outline I was able to say like this is exactly what the goal is going to be and what I needed to build the project towards. And so leading on to it, of building the presentation for introducing it to them, I put it all together into my YouTube video on already linked, and it has the same information of strength, weaknesses, and opportunities, and any threats, and how all of it would be addressed, which again goes hand in hand with my criticism email communication with the company. So I was able to update any progress and why there may have been delays or why something just wasn't working. And so again, having this analysis already presented to them and having a heads up, and then further introducing the project even more with any more growths or growth that needs to happen. So having this email really put into perspective about being honest and staying on a timeline and just tracking accomplishments and weaknesses that we needed to work on more. And then the last thing would be how I would present the final project. And so I have linked a preview of what the trainings would look like. And so this is what I would show the stakeholders. They're not fully set yet for trainees, but it is a link for them to get the grasp of what the videos would be like. So I'm gonna click my link, and it pulls up all the videos that the trainees are expected to complete, and you can watch them. And when you watch it,
get right into this video. Okay, so
they can go through it themselves, and they can see what the questions would be.
Set it down all the way.
So that way they have an understanding of what the trainees or the workers would be seeing. And the same thing, all of them are playable. They can see every single question. And I think having this preview and not having it set in stone would really help the stakeholders understand what it would look like. And since it's not fully published, then I could go back and edit what any feedback they get or any criticism that I need to update and make it any better, any improvements that way when it's published, it's fully done, the workers have full understanding, and we are sure that it's going to be the most effective. So that would be the preview to the stakeholders. And so again, I think having this preview instead linked is very beneficial for them to view, and not having a final set in stone thing, because I feel like if I would have a set in stone link, then they may be like, this is it, this isn't enough, maybe we need to do XYZ. So having this preview will be able to have a little leeway, and they can understand, like, this isn't fully done, this is just what it would look like, this is what's expected. And so that is the most important thing I wanted to have and be able to communicate to them. So I think having the preview, like I said, and having it, they can have it side by side to the outlines and the goals. I am missing one video, but again, it's only a preview, it's not fully done. And so the first video of checking oil will help them understand the goal of number 2, checking oil leaks, checking the oil levels, how do you read it? And then number 2, how to check suspension, will go hand in hand with goal number 3 of loose bolts and nuts. He goes into depth of what it is, what the safety of it is, how to check, how to fix it. And then the next one of load training, he does a really great job of explaining goal 4 of the proper amounts needed, how to apply them, where to apply them, how to verify that you're doing it correctly. And then the last one is goal 5 of checking the brakes and making sure they're working properly. It would be number 4 video. And they have a bunch of tasks that the people are walked through of what they need to look for when checking brakes, and then why it's important. So every objective, overarching goal is hit besides number 1. However, that can vary depending on what truck and trailer they are on. So I feel like an in-person demonstration would be best to explain with any machinery that they have as well. But again, when they send feedback, we can go and record it for them and add it on there as well. But that is the overall capstone project for truck safety. Thank you.